Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Kyle Bazzi, president at Benzinga.com, here with you to present the next company for the Benzinga Fintech Awards. Up next, we have iBillionaire and CEO and co-founder Raul Moreno. Raul, what's going on, man?
Hi, Kyle. Very good. Thanks for having me and taking the time to talk to me.
Hey, we're excited to have you guys. And iBillionaire is such a unique idea. And I know I met you over the past couple of years and really liked what you guys were doing. Before we dive into the innovation of what you guys are doing and what you're changing, tell us a little bit about the company. How long ago did you guys start? Where are you located? Give us some facts.
Sure. So we started iBillionaire about a year and a half ago. We launched our iOS app on April 2013. And there's 9 people currently in the team. It's divided between engineers and financial professionals. So the marketing and financial professionals are here based in New York, and the engineering team is in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. So yeah, that's a bit about the company. We started basically wanting to get some information regarding the billionaires. What are they buying? What are they selling? As you know, those informations are in the 13F files where the SEC publishes them. But there wasn't really a way to look at them in your mobile phone in an easy way. So that's why we decided to launch iBillionaire as an app about 1.5 years ago.
All right, so a couple of quick more questions. Where are you guys located at? And, are you guys funded, self-funded?
Yeah, so we are located in New York and Buenos Aires. We are funded by my co-founder and a couple of angel investors. We have raised $2 million so far in our series Angel Seed. Yeah, so that's a bit.
All right, standing on the shoulders of giants. I like it. I like the strategy. Talk to us about what a user could expect coming to iBillionaire. Is it just the iPhone app right now or the mobile app? Or do you guys also have a desktop app?
Yeah, so basically there's an iOS, Android web where people can track billionaire investors like Warren Buffett, Carl Icahn, and George Soros. They can see their holdings. They can see their portfolios. They can also compare their own portfolios against the billionaires. And in the mobile app, what's interesting is that you can get push notifications. So right from your phone, you can get instant alerts when Warren Buffett buys, I don't know, shares of Goldman Sachs or whatever. And that's really what people use our app for mostly. Yeah.
Now, so you guys are scraping the 13 Fs, and you're letting us know when the SEC, or when they announce to the SEC about new holdings that they're disclosing, correct?
That's right. But we also, what we do is with all this data, we created an index called the iBillionaire Index. The ticker is IBLN, that looks at the 30 companies in the S&P where the billionaires have the highest conviction. So, for example, a lot of them have invested in Apple, in Facebook, in Google, that are part of the S&P. But we look at what are the 30 companies where they have the highest conviction, and we equal weighted in our index. That we launched about a year and a half ago, with the New York Stock Exchange as our calculation agent. And 6 months ago, we launched an ETF by partnering with Direction Investments. So yeah, that people can actually invest in that strategy through the ETF that we license to Direction.
So tell me why that is such a cool idea and so innovative. Why is there a need for that?
Yeah, so basically there's, I think, 2 big philosophies, right? You can either beat the market and invest in SPY and the S&P 500, which a lot of companies are working on. But to us, there wasn't really a way to beat the market, right? I think there's a lot of people that don't believe in the market, the efficient market hypothesis, and we see that billionaires like Warren Buffett, Carl Icahn, and George Soros are proof that you can actually beat the market. There's not a lot, but there are a few people. So I think we wanted to provide a product, an investment product that people can try to beat the market and gain some alpha.
All right, so you guys are seeing success. How many downloads do you guys have? Can you give us any metrics on that, or perhaps with your index and ETF, if those are launched, do you guys have any assets under there already?
Sure, sure. So we're very open with our data. We have 210,000 people have downloaded our app worldwide. 50% of our users are in the US, and the other 50 are around the world, with a high concentration in Asia. So that's our user base. Most of our users are 35 years old. I would say a young demographic, the millennials that everyone talks about. In the index the ETF tracking our index, there's almost $40 million in assets, and we launched 6 months ago. And for a small company like us, I think it's a great achievement, and we're really happy with the results so far.
So I often talk to people about simplicity when it comes to trading and investing, and you see all these complex platforms and systems and strategies, and often that's part of the problem when it goes into it. Is your guys' big idea that the simplicity of this, of how to beat the market, and you're able to buy an ETF, that you're able to reach more people? Is that what you mean by, like, the 35-year-olds and the millennials, and you're seeing a lot of success there?
Yes, exactly. So, well, we ourselves see ourselves as a tech company focused on mobile development. So, when you design for mobile, you have to be very simple and very straight to the point, and that's a philosophy we have within the company. Uh, as I also, when you see at the billionaires portfolios going into the financial aspect of it, there's a lot of simplicity, right? So, for example, Carl Icahn has 18 stocks. That's not a lot. And Bill Ackman has 7 stocks in his portfolio. So it's pretty simple strategy. Anyone can copy it. Last year, the performance was 40%, so it's a lot more than the S&P 500. So those are the type of ideas that I think people have mystified when they hear about a hedge fund, when they hear about I don't know, long, short, event-driven strategies. Basically, 7 stocks. You can call it whatever you want, but it's 7 stocks. Uh, and that's really what we try to do: make it simple, make it so that people can understand it, and in the beauty that you can have it in the palm of your hand.
How many billionaires are you tracking?
So we're tracking 25 billionaires, and we're adding them more as we see them. So last week we released our version 2.0, and we just added a few billionaires like Nelson Peltz and Mark Lasry. So we continue to add billionaires, but we're tracking 20 as of now.
What are the criteria for a billionaire to be tracked?
Yep, that's a great question. So first, they have to be billionaire investors. They have to have a net worth of over $1 billion personally. Second, they have to file their 13Fs with the SEC. So for that, they need to be U.S. residents, and they have to have made their money investing in the stock market. So we're not tracking like Mark Zuckerberg or other billionaires. We're tracking people that have made their money by investing.
All right,
Those are the 3 criteria.
let me take a little deviation here, and I've been asking this question a lot of the startups that have applied to the competition. The fintech space is a growing space. Over the last few years, there's been so much money from venture capitals and angels that are putting it into this space. What are some unique obstacles that you guys have faced that you think are unique to fintech specifically?
Sure. So I think any fintech company needs to build a brand. So for that, you need to gain the trust of people, and that's something that is really hard to do. For us, is basically making improvements that our data and our information is correct, making sure that our apps and our website doesn't have any bugs that you many times as a tech company you do have. There's another big aspect of it that sometimes in the fintech space we struggle, is that in technology there's very few limitations in terms of the legal aspect, and in finance, as you know, there's a lot of legal regulation that basically you have to comply with, and I guess in the fintech space you have to be very careful on the legalities of some issues that they may seem very gray, and we as a small company we have to be very careful. So building the brand so people trust you, and making sure that you're doing it in a legal, compliant way in the financial sector is I think, two of the big things that we see.
Rules are meant to be broken, Raul. That's what it's all about, man. All right, so we always wrap up the interview with a 30-second pitch from you telling us why you think iBillionaire deserves to win the Fintech Awards.
Sure. So yeah, we deserve to win because there's not a lot of people that are looking into helping people become better investors. So we want to help people become better investors by following the billionaires, people that have made their money by investing in the stock market. iBillionaire is a mobile technology company that enables people to do that in a very simple way. We not only have the app, but we also have an ETF and an index that allows people to get the information, but also act upon that information that to us is very important. So for those reasons, I think we are unique, and I think the value added that we have to a lot of investors is just getting started, and I believe we can become a very big company, and we're happy to participate in the contest.
Awesome. Well, that is Raul Moreno from iBillionaire, CEO and co-founder. Raul, thanks for joining, man. We really appreciate and love learning about the company.
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks so much for the time.
Cool. If you want to go see more from iBillionaire, go check them out at BenzingaFintechAwards.com. You can also see the other 115 companies that applied to show you why they're the most innovative company, products, and people around helping you create wealth through the markets. Until next time, this is Kyle Bazzi, president at Benzinga.com. Thanks for joining.